Hello and welcome everyone. This is Man bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Today I get the pleasure of bringing you a 2v2 on Star Traffic with the following players. Starting off as the top team, we have Beat2k10 as the red Klingons. His teammate over here as the green Romulans is Local Yokel. Down here, starting off as the Orange Federation, this is Facist. And his teammate, Xerjel, as the Blue Romulans. Now, Xerjel's been making his rounds. He's a pretty darn decent player. You definitely want to be on the lookout if you're playing against him. He knows his Romulans. He's got his build order down. He knows his map. Beware. Over here, I haven't got the pleasure of recording Facist in perhaps a long time, so I'm not exactly sure what he's doing, but you can see that he is starting off with Starfleet Engineering, so he is no noob. And I expect some good things out of this guy then. He will be throwing up a chassis level research 1 going very shortly, followed by a construction yard, so we should see some good ships out of this boy. Over here, Local Yokel claiming to be a noob, probably lying, setting up his offense pretty nicely, pretty standard over here, and we should see some rains out of these suckers, and or not. So over here, up in the top, Beat2k10, starting off with a fairly simple. This is Takroja, and I'm sorry, that is not Tak, that is Martok, Susas. So, you can see that Beat is throwing out the cube edge classes and has set up his economy quite heavily on the dilithium, which is a nice strat because this build is going to be requiring a lot of dilithium. Oddly enough, he's going straight into a cube edge class right after only 2 of his mining freighters. I'm sorry, I'm clicking around somewhere wrong. There it is. Yeah, there's his other 2 mining freighters. So anyways, you can see over here that got a little bit of scouting going on. The Romulans are scouting just all around here. You can see that Xerjel has done this, and that Yokel has got his guy parked right in Xerjel's base. So over here, you can see that chassis level 1 going up, storage dock, and the construction yard going down as well. So waiting on everyone. Interestingly enough, these are titanium as the first mining on the board. My Fed is not up to par with, say, some of these other players, and so it'll be interesting to see if they really do need that titanium heavy build in the first bit, and perhaps they do. So in the meantime, we can see over here that we have Xerjel throwing up a rain class, and will be followed by a pair of Shrikes. So this makes this one Muriel, and so we shall see how that works. At the same time, you can see that Local Yokel also doing a pseudo-similar bird, throwing out some Shrikes. Oddly enough, not getting a whole bunch of ships out at the moment. Xerjel with really only 1 rain up and out versus the other Shrike, and both of these Romulan players are actually fairly evenly matched so far as offensive power on the board goes. Klingons over here. Over here doing the just normal build, lots of cube edge class. Interestingly enough, you can see that Beat2k has put down the field yard extension, whereas what he could do, he could save about 300 dilithium if he just utilized his star base to produce these cube edge classes. Not otherwise, you can see that this construction queue is empty, versus having spent the $300 on this guy, this field extension yard, and not getting a whole lot out of it. what he couldn't already do with the Kayla station. So you can see that he is putting in his field research. He'll be researching the cube edge disruptor, and that will serve him quite well. These cube edges turning out to be a nice little ship for the Klingons. So everyone's scouting. You can see Xerjel over here looking to expand and fairly aggressively expanding on his economy here. Not so aggressive with his offensive yet. In the meantime, you can see that he has moved in. Well, this is not a... This here is not a... Not a Talon refit, but anyway, he is going to scout this expansion. That is going to give Xerjel a little bit of pressure as local Yokel moves down some ships here. You can see that he has got these guys cloaked. Xerjel also going to put a little pressure up here on the Romulans, tagging on some of these miners. These miners will probably be able to get in and repair if he does sufficient micro. Really all he needs to do is get them within range of that starbase, and that starbase should take care of the Rains all good enough by themselves. You can see that the micro going on, and that Yokel microing his ships away, trying to get them out of range of this Rain. And here comes the second one, tagging again this one mining ship, and it is getting turned away. Oddly enough, in the process down here, you can see that there's basically a trade on these guys, and going after the constructor. This one ship, mining ship, going to get tagged almost. Oh, and they're getting within range of the starbase. Those Rains, they're long range, just serving them quite well, able to tag them from far, far away. Unfortunately, Yokel just could not quite get unable to get the kill off, and Xerjel bringing up some extra support as these Shrikes are trying to get a kill off on this guy. So now it is two Shrikes versus one, and these individual Shrikes trying to get off a kill, trying to even up the score. And if they trying to get that last couple shots off in, you can see, and he about to get it. Oh, barely, just nicely done there, cloaking right at the last second, getting the last kill shot off, and working very well. So a little bit of trading on the Romulan side, not a whole bunch of much else going on over here. You can see the Intrepids are starting to come out, and it looks perhaps that there's the Tricobalt torpedo for these Intrepids. Interestingly enough, we can see that there is a little bit of expansion going down on here for the Federation, as everyone just basically moves off into an expansion. Not a lot of harassment here on this game. Just those mining ships getting tagged. You see that Yokel is moving back down, trying perhaps to force a little bit, but he is going to run into some resistance with this other Shrike here of Xerjel's. So, and additionally, Xerjel is slowly building up his early game fleet. He's got Rains and some Shrikes out on the board that are over here in his main. At the same time, you can see these guys cloaking out, and Xerjel's expansion looking to get perhaps a little bit pressured. The Shrikes from Yokel are actually moving into position along with a Laval. This is going to provide a decent amount of firepower right off the bat, and these guys should be able to take out a couple kills here. And you can see that Yokel is going for it. He is going to go take down a couple of these guys, and Xerjel, feeling a little bit of pressure from his Romulan counterpart, is going to lose at least a couple ships here, if not more than that. So you can see that down goes one mining. So Xerjel, in the meantime, not even bothering to attack the defend his expansion, going to try to get a trading kill over here in the main. So you can see that these Romulans down here have managed to take out this expansion part. They could move down in here and get another couple free kills. And up come Xerjel's forces. And over here in the left-hand corner, we have the Federation moving out as the Klingons are moving in. And the Federations are going to end up getting just tagged nasty by the special from those Cube Edge classes. You can see up here that Xerjel is moving